Welcome to another Tableau tutorial video. I'm Weston Palmer. Let's get started. Ever have geographic data and when you try to visualize it, it always ends up showing up like this? Let me show you a couple things that I did to help improve what I think improves the look and feel of the map, of displaying the data. Okay, first thing I did was I came over here and did the zoom. I want to zoom in on just the United States. Although there's other data points outside of that, the real focus is going to be on the United States because that's where this happens to be Airbnb data and that's where the quantity is. So that's a good start. But then I wanted to get rid of all these other borders, and I wanted it just to show the states that had visitors, had guests. So I grabbed the guest region, brought this over to color, add all members. That's not what I wanted at all. So what I did was I started with a brand new map. And we're going to just start with region. This guest region is actually state. And we actually want to show it as with the states shaded in. And Alaska's going to throw everything off, and it's a big space, so we're just going to exclude that. So now we have the states, but we have Mexico and Canada. We want something a little crisper. The way to get rid of that is come under map. Initially I said background maps, I don't want any. Well, then what you have is a bunch of these symbols for the states showing up. So that's not what we want. Come under maps, map layers. And you may not have known this, but there's a lot of different things over here that you can highlight or deselect. And I'm just going to go through, get rid of the base, the land. You see there's still borders. Get rid of the country borders and the country names. Get rid of the state borders and the state names. So that looks a lot cleaner. Go ahead and close that. We still want the state name, so we're going to put label and we're going to show marks. Or actually, we're going to bring the guest region under labels. And now we have the states. And so that was a good start. Now, to add the states, the date, now to add the cities on, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Come under latitude, control, and you're just going to create a copy. Now you have two charts. Think of this as like a dual axis chart. It will really help. Come here, you're going to double click the city. We're going to bring the city on details. And now you've got the cities where you want them. Let's go ahead and get region off of there because we're already going to have the states up here. Now we actually probably have to come up here. I always get it wrong. Right clicking, dual axis. And of course we're going to want to change the color, do this just like anything else. But we'd like to show the size. We'd like to have the size change. Easy enough. Here I'm going to show you a little trick. Up here under dashboards, you see that little cylinder with the pause? We're going to pause that because I know what's going to happen. We're going to want to bring this up so that we can change it to count distinct. And actually we don't want to do that. Leave that there for now. And we're going to bring that down here under size. And then we can go ahead and start it again. That's helpful. Otherwise you're going to show all the visit ID numbers and get kind of messy. So that looks right, and you can see the size over here. But the cities all look the same size. So I came under size, Tried making it huge, no change. The issue is it's still showing up as a map. We want to change it to a circle. What's going to happen is it's going to treat it like a scatter plot, but you've already got the longitude and the latitude included in the map. So everything will line up the way you want. And now you've got your dots sized by guess. Now in this case, I came under color again, went to border, and I changed the border a little bit so it looks not quite, so it's a little bit, a little more definition. And then I also went under the map, the color here, and I washed out the color a little bit more. Maybe that's a little too much. So now you've got the states, just the states with people, or guess, and you can see that there's some missing up here in New England area. And you have the cities that are resized. The other thing I would do is you see this unknown here. This means there's some cities that they just can't figure out where it belongs. Like Lincoln, I think every city has a Lincoln, or maybe a Lafayette. Every state has a Lafayette, or Washington, or fill in the blanks. So just right click this, hide indicator, and now your map is ready to go. Kind of going from this to this. Hope that helps. Maybe you've got some other ideas. Drop them in the comments and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you found that video helpful. Hit subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I release new videos. And check out my other videos to learn even more about Tableau.